Hello friends, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture we are going to learn the command scale and then stretch. In this modified toolbar, after rotate command we have the command called scale. It enlarges or reduces the selected objects, keeping the proportions of the object the same after scaling. And here it is given how we can scale an object. We have to first specify the base point. We have to first select the command and then specify a base point and a scale factor. The base point acts as the center of the scaling operation and remains stationary. If we read this, we will not understand clearly. Once we do it practically, it will be easy for you to understand. Now let's use the scale command. Select this command and then select this object. After that, press enter and then it is asking to specify the base point. After that, it is asking you the scale factor. Either you can do it through cursor or you can enter the scale factor. See, I'm giving the scale factor as 0.5. Means I'm not increasing the object, I'm reducing the object. So the rectangle we had was a bigger size and we have reduced it to half of it. That means 0.5. Now I'll do the same thing again. Just click this one and then press enter. The same command will repeat. After that, you have to specify the base point and then we can increase it. I'm going to give the scale factor as 1.5. That means whatever the object we have, that is 1. So from that it will increase to 0.5. So 1.5 we have to give. This is the scale factor of 1. Okay. From this, if you want to reduce, you have to reduce it from 1. So first, that's why I gave 0.5 as the scale factor and now I gave 1.5 as the scale factor. So the size got increased. The command for scale is SC. You have to give SC and then it will come like this. You can select this object and then specify the base point. Now I'm selecting this as my base point and let's give the scale factor as 2.5. See, the size got increased even more. Let's move this object. Next, let's do with the line object. Select the scale command. Select this object. Specify the base point. See, either you can reduce it or you can increase it. How long you want, you can increase it from the base point. See, the line size got increased to 3 times. Let's try with this circle. Select the scale command. Select this object. Press enter. And then specify the base point. Let's specify the base point as center. So from this base point, either we can reduce it or else we can increase like this. Even with the cursor we can do it without giving the scale factor as numbers. With the cursor we can do it. See, like this we can do. And again I'm selecting the scale command. Select object, enter, specify the base point and see, if you want you can reduce like this. That's all about the scale command. Next, let's look into the stretch command. Below scale, you have the command called stretch. It stretches the object crossed by a selection window or a polygon. Objects that are partially enclosed by a crossing window are stretched. That means while selecting the object only, we have to select the object by crossing window option. Then we have to stretch it. Objects that are completely enclosed within a crossing window or that are selected individually are moved rather than stretched. So this is the confusion we'll get by using this command. I will show you clearly how we can do it. Sometimes some types of objects such as circles, ellipse and blocks cannot be stretched. Now let's start with this rectangle. Select this stretch command and then see, while selecting the object, if you select this whole object and then press enter, after that it will ask you to specify a base point. Then what happens? The object will get moved in any direction. The object will not be stretched. As shown in the description, if you select the complete object, then the object will not be stretched. It will be moved rather than stretched. So what you have to do is, after selecting the stretch command, while selecting the object, you have to use like this. You have to select like this by crossing the window. That means, see, half of the object only enclosed. Now if you press enter, it will ask you to specify the base point. I am giving this as my base point. See, the object is stretching in this direction. I am just clicking here. So this much the object has been stretched. just undoing this, and then again select the stretch command, select object like this, enter. After that specify base point. Now we are going to give the distance. I am giving the distance as 100 feet. So the object is stretched up to 100 feet. So in this way you can do either giving the dimension or manual stretching also you can do. And then now let's again select the stretch command and select the object in this way. Okay, now we are stretching in this direction and enter. After that select your base point. See, the object is stretching in this way. How much distance you want you can do. Even you can enter the dimension manually if it is required. So in this way you can do the stretching. Now let me do the stretching with this line. In the command line, if you type str, the stretch command will come. You can select. After that, while selecting the object only, you have to be very careful. You cannot select the whole object simply like this. If you select like this, the object will not be stretched. I am selecting the base point. See, it will be keep moving whatever the direction you want. Now again I am using the same command, and then by crossing the window you have to select object. Don't forget to press enter and then specify the base point. Now see, the line is stretching. Till here I can stop. Hope you are clear about the stretch command. Now let's try with the circle. As mentioned in the description, some of the circles we cannot stretch. See, I'm just selecting the stretch command, select object like this, and then specify the base point. See, it is not stretching. So instead, let's draw one polygon. Like this. I'm going to stretch this one. Select the stretch command, select object. See, I'm selecting the object by crossing window, and then enter. My base point is this one. See, I am able to stretch this in this direction. Similarly, again let's select the stretch command and then select the object like this by crossing the window, specify the base point, stretch like this. So if you want to stretch only in this area, this side, you have to select only this portion. Stretch command, select object like this, and then see, if you do only this area will get stretched. Now again I'm selecting the stretch command, select object by crossing window, only this area, enter, select base point, see how it is stretching. So that's all about the stretch command and the scale command. So friends, I hope you all learned about stretch command and scale command. Let's meet in the next lecture.